So hi everyone, this is the assignment 2 for data mining, which is building a ID3 decision tree. I write this program in Perl. Generally my program can be divided into 5 parts. The first part is reading training data from the training set, and the second part is I calculate the total entropy of the training data. And then I build the decision tree by using ID3 algorithm. And I print this tree out, and then I read test data from test file. And at last, I learn the test data, find all the classification, and compare it with the classification we know in the training data. So at first I read the training data into these 3 arrays. And I use the same way to read the test data into these arrays. So it's very straightforward. The most important function is this one. This one, build decision tree. At first, I need to check if there is only one class left in the targets. So if there is only one class, that means this is a yes node or no node. Because it's a recursive function, so I need to consider performing the recursive y. And then, so if it has more than one class, I need to check if there is no attributes left in the attribute array. If the attribute array is empty, that means we've already reached a leaf load. So I need to check if it's a yes load or a no load. So if this is my part, if this is not a leaf load, we need to consider which attribute to choose next. So we need to calculate the entropy. Is here. We need to calculate the chat entropy. Sorry. And then we calculate the information gain. So we choose the max information gain, and then we find which load to which attribute to choose next time. So every time we choose an attribute or find a classification, I'll push it into the tree. And after that, I need to prepare the parameter for next recursive function. That means I need to choose all the example with some values of an attribute. So because I need to go to 11 child node. So I pass all the input parameters here and call this function again. So I do this recursively. Last, the tree will be built. Let's look at the output of this function. It's very fast, and the output will be like this. This is the format of the tree. Because in PAL, I didn't use any model. I just use native PAL, so I wrote this tree in a recursive array, and the first column will indicate the index of the parent of this node, and some node like this are represented as attribute node, and some node like this are classification node, which means which will tell us if it's poisonous or edible. And I calculated the accuracy of this program is 100%.